say, what's worth more right now, a bow or a crossbow? I can't see what the value of the arms is unless I have actual arms on hand. Awesome. Awesome. All right, make one of each. That's a stupid restriction. So 9.3 versus 7. That's 1 extra ducat over the price of the wood itself, right? 3 wood to make a bow, which is 3 times 2 is 6. This is 4 wood, which is 8. So we're comparing 7 over 6 divided by, or 9.3 over 8. They're about the exact same, about a 16% increase in price, but we're spending our work to do it. So, all right. Okay, next. A competitor is out of the game when his cash, gold, resources, and the value of property are below the threshold. Such a competitor can be considered bankrupt. One of the options to achieve victory is to bankrupt all competitors. Okay, create a new batch of weapons, invested property. Okay, we have more grain, which we could afford, but if we'd have to get rid of the wood, which I don't really want to do. 5.1% profit, 9.4% default rate. Sounds reasonable. And I guess we're going back to the armory again to just make all the bows and sell them all, because I need cash right now. I need cash now. It's my money and I want it now. And we'll go back to espionage and we'll do the meeting again. I think as long as we do the meeting every turn, we're being efficient with the points, right? Yeah, it's a very small markup, right? We're only making an extra 16% by making the bows, but it's costing all of the work per turn that we generate. So maybe this work is better saved for later, but we don't know that yet, so it's just, you know, probably flooding the market and making the price of those things go down a lot. Okay, properties. You can buy another crappy house. Well, a house is better than no house, so we'll buy it. And we have a 63% default rate loan. Yeah, no thanks. Pretty sure I don't want to do that. Alright, what else did I want to do this turn? It was, I want to invest in espionage. We're almost to the next relation, whatever that does. I don't really know yet, but we'll find out soon. We have respect +1. That seems good. Can't afford that house. Let's do check on loans. 6.7% profit now. Yes. We are a money lender. Evil lender. Until I see something I need to actually buy, I guess there's no real reason to do all the clicks each turn. We can just wait until we need to do it. Do it all at once. Buy another crappy house. No other loans. Your meeting. Expo has a better work ratio. That's a great point. 514 quantity versus 685 quantity, and they do have about the same return on investment. So, yeah, let's make a whole bunch of crossbows. And then sell them all. We can buy some grain, sure. According to rumors, the minimum will soon be 5,000. All banks that are cheaper than this will have to quit. We can't actually do this to get higher on respect +2. I don't really know what respect +2 means. There's no definition for it anywhere. Reduce the cost. The property of your competitor will lose its value. Investment will be available in the region. Requires friendship 1244 out of 1986. Suspend your rival's activities. You can suspend the activities of a competitor bank. Didn't we already try to rank up the industry? Like, I thought I already did this once. But I don't know how to decide if that's a good thing or not. Like, you know? We've already tried selling our weapons to someone who's in war. It didn't work. We tried going and looking at the guy that was at war in Japan, and there was no way to, like, sell something specific. And so we believe you have to actually be at, like, participating in the war to be able to sell them. I don't really know, though. You know, there's not a lot of information here. Huge default rate on the loan. Investment opportunity is a fairly expensive farm that we can't afford. So there's really like three things I'm trying to do right now each turn. It's just do the meeting to make them respect me more for some reason. And then check to see if there's a decent loan to offer, and then check to see if the investment is something we can afford, and that's about it. We're trying to generate more stuff every turn. That's about it. Opening a large country offers major opportunities. In addition, the larger the country, the cheaper the license in terms of one region. Sounds reasonable. Huge default rate seems awful. We can get an iron mine. Yeah. Cool. War between Austria and Salzburg. Under the country column in the war menu, there's a circle with a sword on it. Find that symbol and click on it. Under the country column in the war menu. What are you talking about? On the map? Austria and Salzburg. Join war. Oh. How come that didn't happen last time? Why wasn't I allowed to join the war in Japan? I tried clicking on that before. I'm assuming that these weapons are going to be about the same ratio as well here. So a halberd is 8.8, a sword is 6.9. A halberd costs more to produce. It's reversed for some reason. The value of the iron is the same as wood. It's 2 ducats when we produce it to sell it locally, like raw. So yeah, it's a 10% markup. And slightly better than 10% markup here, because it's 6 iron, 6 gold worth of iron to make this. It's like a 15% markup. So it looks like swords are better to make for profit, but halberds are better for work. So, okay, we have weapons now, right? We've got, where are they? We currently have 685 crossbows. Let's just save our work, because I don't know. Feels like we're using most of it now. Make a bunch of halberds. We have plenty of work stockpiled, I guess. So now we have 24 halberds and 685 crossbows. You're saying we can go here. Army cost. Austria. Salzburg. Army cost. We should probably join on Austria's side, right? Because we are Austria. Like, that's our bonus. Max investments, available investments, value of property. No banks are involved with these wars. So don't you want to join the winner? Well, kinda, but at the same time, how do we know who's going to win? X moves left, country Salzburg wins. How do I know what the army cost would be if I clicked this button right now? What's the strength of my army with those numbers? Is it 1,000? Is it 10,000? Like, how strong is that many? Fine, let's just join on this side. Whatever. Okay, so by joining, we aren't actually like doing anything right away. Now we can either invest money. We could have joined this side and easily just invest like 2,000 gold to make them win. Instead, sell weapons. Price is 10.4, 10.1. 10.4, 10.1 versus 8.8, 6.9. Interesting. Okay. So you can either directly just invest money to make wars win, or you can just sell weapons. Okay, interesting. So what happens when Salzburg wins? Salzburg, Upper Bavaria, Austria, Inner Austria. That's Upper Bavaria. This is Inner Austria. So is Salzburg's going to take over Inner Austria? Let's find out next turn. Congratulations, the country Salzburg, with our support, was able to smash the forces of the state Austria. Our investments in the territory of the winner have not lost their value. Our investments in the territory of the winner have not lost their value. And he did. He took over this. So we just actively worked against our own country. Because we're Austria. Like, our cost of investments in Austria is cheaper. Well done, guys. Okay. Interesting. So we can do more than I thought on a per turn basis. Loan default very low. Yes, lend. We did that this turn. You can buy a logger's hut, really crappy one. Produces wood. What does this little 19 mean? All right, well, let's take a look around the map then and see if there's, like, other wars we want to get involved in. Like, it seems like the wars you would want to get involved in would be, like, okay, I think I get it now. I could spend 27,650 to buy this license, or we could spend 10,000 to convince Tuscany to attack them, then we spend money to make Tuscany win, then Tuscany's land gets bigger and we didn't have to spend 27,000 gold. 27 is way more than 10,000, so that's the better way to expand. Right? That all sounds reasonable to me. We should maybe, you know, attack the Pope. Region taxes, 18, 19, 18, versus this at 20, 19, 20. I think I get it. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna go capital, armory. Let's produce all of our crossbows and halberds. And then we're gonna sell them on the exchange. So that we have more than 10,000 ducats. Then we're gonna go to espionage. I want to call it diplomacy, but it's espionage. We're gonna talk to Tuscany, and we're gonna say start war with this guy. It's 10,300 ducats. Do it. Yes, I order you to do it. There are 4 turns remaining then in this war, I think is what that means. Forces of parties is 9,053 versus 8,412. We do want to participate. Apparently this guy's allied to a lot of people, but Parma has Venice as an ally. How could I have known that ahead of time? No competitor banks. It's not allies, it's just that people just spent money. Well, why do they get involved? Why do they care? So we're losing. We obviously want to join the war on Parma's side. Are you kidding me? Unclick. Go back. I just joined on the wrong side. God damn it. There was no pop-up. Okay. We've joined on the wrong side. We'll just do nothing. All right. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. We're going to restart because okay. I think we made a breakthrough a little bit on how the game works, and that was a big dumb mistake. So, no. The cost of maintaining branches in the country, Austria, is lower. The development of the Federal Reserve requires 20% less. At the end of the year, you get 100%. Okay, now that we know a little bit more about the game, I think maybe we should pick a different nation as well. Cost of maintaining branches is lower in France. You get 25% more influence in politics. In regions where the player's branch troop growth is faster, your guard produces fear. The initial capital of the bank is more. Cost of development of departments is lower. Is there an autosave? No, there doesn't appear to be any like save at all that I could see. In game, at least. Maybe you have to go to the menu. I don't know. Let's try France for the influence bonuses. Still gonna play on ultra hard though, even though I have no idea what I'm doing. It's fun. You do not own all of Tuscany. You only have a license in one province that Tuscany owns. If Tuscany wins, you might get a discount on the new province, but you will not get the province for free. Really? All right, one more time. Dubious ducats reserve. All right, so you're saying we do not own all of Tuscany. We do, though. They only have one region. We did own all of Tuscany. Tuscany had nothing else at the time. So we have the French region, but the French region is like super expensive because it's huge. And I've already forgotten what the French bonuses are. But they looked slightly better. It was like more influence, I think. Let's just play like starting Tuscany again because it's the one that I know. So we'll open here. And then we're going to go to the capital. We're going to go to the espionage. We will do our meeting. And then let's go to headquarters. We want to find an amateur. I don't think that this like find an amateur thing is actually tied to the class that you have selected. It's just like a random amateur guy. He could be good at one thing or another. So this guy, like we could hire him even though he's bad, and then use him for something else, like, say, the S. And I feel like we should have at least, like, a 5 or something on every category. Sure, let's hire this guy for the S. We still need... Yep, you're good for that one, then. Oh, you're even better. We could fire this guy. He costs what? 14 per turn? But he's got 5 eye. It's gonna be a long time until we can upgrade anything. Just fire him. Okay. That's done. And we're still on turn 0, so nothing can be offered yet. I don't even think loans can be offered right now. So setup is done. There are no wars. I think you actually have to save here. Oh, there is an autosave. Well, I knew that. Continue. Next turn. We could invest in fur again. It's quite expensive. It seems like it's better to just buy and sell it the very next turn than to not do anything with the money. The money just sitting around doing nothing is just bad. We can do a 7.9% profit per turn with a low default loan rate. That's good. Let's do our meeting. We just need to get this guy high enough that we can start a war, which we can probably do next turn. And then we basically want to go to war right away, right? I think. So we have this thing making furs. We can get the cottage making gold, but we don't have the money to buy that right now. Let's go to espionage. Let's do the meeting. We can now convince them to start wars. $149 fur. Fur is a luxury. That's worth quite a bit. 1,500. I mean, it's not bad. No new loans can be offered. Any new investments we can buy? We can buy some more fur. Sure. No new loans. We can buy more fur. War began. In 3 moves, a battle will take place between Loire, France, and Brittany regions. Okay, so we have enough. Almost enough. Next turn, we'll have enough influence to start a war if we wanted to. It costs 10,000 gold, though. I want to see if I'm right that by making the war happen, we gain access to more territories. I think that is how it works. To the exchange, just sell all of our stuff because kind of low on money. We almost have enough to buy this next thing, but I can't actually. Okay. Do the meeting. Check investments. It's an iron mine. Even if we sell the goods that we have, it's not going to be enough. 2,000 plus 5,000 is 7,400. An iron mine would be really good, so we can make weapons and stuff. But there's no way. This is part of the problem with like buying more of the same thing. If I want to sell this, then I'm giving up the entire fur industry. I can't just give away. Like I bought it in what, 2 parts. I can't sell part of it. I can only sell the whole thing at once, which is kind of weird. So now I don't know, like I feel like fur is actually really good, like the value of it. But we need money for the war as well, so let's do sell it. Fine. And then we'll invest in the iron. And then we're going to go talk to our country and say start a war with Parma. And then we're going to get involved with that war. It's going to take 5 turns. This time, let's not mess up. We want to be on the Tuscany side. And we just need to keep an eye on this, make sure this number is bigger than this number, and then we should win. And then if I'm right, we're going to go from having 1 region to 2 regions, which is all we need to be able to theoretically start trying to upgrade the capital, which is probably pretty damn important. We can lend out for a very low profit with a high default rate. I don't like that. Okay. No loans. Not enough influence. How much influence do we generate per turn right now? The quality of work in the manager department is defined by the S, 50 influence. Are we actually only gaining 50 influence per turn? We're France, we should be getting more than that. Make weapons. Yeah, we have some iron. No, we don't. Why do we have no iron? The property is unavailable, the region is at war. Oh. So apparently we're making no iron in our iron ore mine. We also can't sell it. Awesome. The war began in the Tuscany region where you have property. The region Tuscany, in which we own the property on 9,341.3 gold, is preparing for battle with the region Parma. So our investment is tied up for 4 turns. So there's a downside, quite a sizable downside to that. I want to check this. 150 influence is what we have right now. I thought we should be gaining more influence than that because of our perk, but able to smash the forces of the state of Parma. Our investments in the territory of the winner have not lost their value.